Alright, perfect. Okay, maybe not quite both of them, but still saved ourselves. Go ahead and hit him with a twin smash just to be fun about it. Alright. Moving on. Let's get the mass cleansed. Just picking up even more draw actions. The discard action is also welcome. Can't afford the epic shop, so let's go ahead and just get some chests. We'll just go for the the neutral ones, I guess. Not too sure what to call these chests. I'll just call them the neutral chest. I'll call them that from now on. Okay. I do like Empower, so I think we'll go for Hammerhead Will. I don't see any draws or discards or anything like that. And let's go for the Precision. Okay, alright. So some good news that I feel like I should share. Nearly 40 minutes into the stream now, but no biggie there. I've been going through my computer files again. And by that I mean I've combed through like my C drive and taken an inventory of anything that isn't a critical file pretty much. Like all my save data for games, all my downloads that managed to get into my C drive somehow, all that good stuff. Various pulse, is that guaranteed to hit me? At the start of turn, all targets receive 1 corruption. Okay, so yes. We'll skip. Oh wait, no, this is mandatory, huh? I was gonna say I'll skip this so I don't have to deal with it. If I have to play it, I'll just play it on you. There we go. Anyways, I've come through my C drive, and I've taken out everything that isn't some kind of critical file that like came with the laptop when I bought it. I'm sure if I knew anything about computers, I could probably comb through those as well and clean it up a little bit, but I just don't, so I'm not going to. I don't want to boof this computer before its lifespan is up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've combed through my C drive. I've got a bunch of files that I've taken out of there. I'm sorting through at the moment, and most of them actually are like music files for some reason. I guess when you decide to download a bunch of plugins, like I'm trying to think of an example. If you're familiar with digital audio workstations, then you already know what I'm referring to, but like, let's say I'm working on a song that I'm writing or something like that, and I'm like, oh, I need a certain reverb sound to really tie this section together or something. So I go online and I search up like reverb plugins, and I decide to download, I don't know, some free plugin from whatever website. For some reason, I'm not too sure why, but for some reason, that just tends to download into my C drive for some reason, into like program file folders and stuff like that, and not just directly into my download folder or documents folder even. Now I realize at this point that I could have just changed the download path myself, so I didn't do that. I do realize that. However, I was not that smart when I was downloading all my plugins, so now I have to go through all those downloads and make sure they're out of my C drive. And I say all this, and I call it good news, because I am assuming once I'm done sorting through everything and everything's where it should be, and you know, my computer has a bit of time to kind of rescan everything in its new location, I have a feeling it's going to help with storage a little bit. Some, you know, extra files will get purged in the process, which will be great. Gonna probably help with performance a little bit. I doubt, you know, getting rid of a little bit of files will speed up my computer all that much, but when I'm working on music, I know that's gonna streamline the process a bit. Well, that's good for me. Not too sure it'll help with performance on stream all that much. Maybe a little bit. Maybe very marginally. But, you know, generally it's just whenever I decide to work on music, the apps will load faster. I can find whatever I need to find a little bit quicker. I'm sure the CPU is going to be working less than it usually does, which is great. But, you know, I gotta actually do it first. I gotta actually sort through all those files. Which is, unsurprisingly, real boring. Real boring. At this point, I must have found hundreds of different plugins from different websites to just kind of snag and download for later. Sometimes I don't even read what they do. Like, there was a website that I went on a while ago called Bedroom Producers Blog. Again, if you're into music like I am, you probably, or you might know that website, but it was basically just a website full of free plugins. And they, you know, had them listed all together. So you would see like reverb, and then like another tab for compression, another tab for delay, distortion, etc., etc. So there were like hundreds and hundreds, probably even thousands of plugins. It's kind of being handed out for free, which is pretty great. Not to say that all of them are like, you know, the end-all be-all of plugins, but still nice to have all those plugins for free, right? So I would just literally go down the list and pretty much not even look at what they did or like who made them. I would basically just look into what kind of plugin it was, and I was like, okay, this is a reverb plugin. I'll throw this into the reverb folder. And that was basically it. I didn't really care about like where they got downloaded. So, you know, after not long, my C drive was just basically flooded with random stuff from different companies, from different developers, and all that stuff. It was a whole mess. So it feels pretty good to finally go through all of those. Even if it does mean I gotta work a little to get all that done. just how it goes sometimes, which is fine. I do wish I could say that doing that would help the stream a bit. It's gonna free up some of my mental space and let me kind of think about stream a little bit more rather than doing music. You know what I mean? Which is a bit odd. I kind of have to do the music stuff to clear it out of my mind. You know, like I think I just could like put it to the side and not think about it, but kind of got to work at it for a bit and fully get it off my mind. Anyway, sorry, that was a whole thing. I didn't mean to ramble for so long. We're not doing bad though. We did lose a life. I think we just kind of got unlucky there. I did my best to try to save myself, but kind of got unlucky. Still doing good though. We've got plenty of money to upgrade our sentinels with. Still don't have any star blessings. I think there was a moment where I almost picked up one out of habit. I was like trying to read them, and I was gonna pick one up, and I caught myself before it's too late. We're still looking good. We're still looking good. Oh man, out of all three of these? Really? Discard one die from your hand, and if you do, apply 3 wave to the enemy with the least corruption. Yeah, it comes with a discard, so I'll take that. Probably still want more Indigo Right. You get Indigo Soul every once in a while. Oh, hello. I don't see you all that often. Soothing Remora? You look kind of cool. Oh! Yeah, I remember you now. Come with Tonic Trance, Soothe Mind, and all that. Reduction. Seems good. I think we can manage our corrupt actions well enough, though. I don't think we need that over the Strange Device or Solar Plexus. Alright. Let's go for the normal battle. I know we said we get more money out of the challenge battles, which is true. But at this point, we just don't really need the money. We're going to upgrade our sentinels when we get a chance. So we're going to spend 150. And I don't know, let's say we do the challenge battle. We spend 150, we'll be down to just 50. We do the other challenge battle, and now we're back up to 150 again. We just spend it. Otherwise, I guess we could go to the Epic shop or the Forge shop. But to be honest with you, I think we could just go for the normal battles and just kind of hedge our bets a little bit. Alright. These guys sometimes are a problem. They're like a whole overcorruption thing. But the challenge battle of this fight is much worse. Looks like there isn't going to be much torment going around. If we don't overcorrupt the enemies, we just have to be careful about that. But we should be okay, otherwise. Wait, no, I don't want to play this. Can I play this first? Oh, I see. I kind of forgot if I just drag the die away from the play field, it kind of just doesn't get played. Kind of forgot about that. Okay. Should we go for any one of these first? I think if we're worried about overcorruption, we should take this guy out first. Otherwise, we're really just going to be worried about taking damage. Area Torment is just going to kind of throw the entire battle. Like, it's going to change the flow of the entire battle. Yeah, we'll take this guy out first. Won't be this turn, but... Alright. Alright. Do we have any dice that would apply wave? Yes. Okay. We'll play that. That should apply wave on this guy if we play this correctly. Okay. Maybe not then. Oh, wait, hold on. If we do this, these guys have the same amount of corruption, so is it gonna, like, randomize between the two, maybe? Kinda wanted to keep that corrupt action to discard, but... right? Okay, yeah, that's what we wanted there. Guess we must have had some good luck, maybe? Not quite sure how that works. Okay. Out of these ones, let's go ahead and discard a reroll. We'll go ahead and use Reef Song and Indigo Right. Go ahead and call... Oh, this is our draw pool, not our discard. I was thinking about our discard. Let's go ahead and refresh our virtues. We get lucky. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Get that guy out of here. We should be safe here. Pretty sure this guy's not going to get overcorrupted. Yeah, great. I am tempted to go ahead and just take this guy out now because we can with Twin Smash. I don't really have a reason not to. Yeah, I don't really have a reason not to. Now all we're worried about is the small chance that this guy does get overcorrupted. But we're not even going to die from that. 6 damage is not going to kill us. We'll be perfectly fine. We're totally chilling. Great, great. Gives us enough to upgrade one of our sentinels to level 5. Not too sure which one at the moment. I think both of them could benefit from that pretty greatly. Because I'm pretty sure the solar plexus, without looking at the next level, if I just had to guess, I think the solar plexus is going to get, you know, even more healing with its dice. Its dice values are going to be increased. Yeah. These 1s turn into 2s, that 2 turns into 3. Which is great. And I think it gets another discharge as well. So that's even more healing. But the unknown device will get a 100% chance of being an epic die. And I'm pretty sure epic dice can only be good for us. I don't think they have any corrupt actions, right? Unless it's something like you're playing Sothis and you have, what is it called? The debuff, I'm trying to think of the name. Affliction. If you have an Affliction epic die, that might be a different story, but pretty sure epic dice just can't have corrupt actions on them. Or at the very least, not ones that will just, you know, hurt us straight up. Usually they'll be able to help us in some way. These are the guys I was talking about for the last battle. If we had one of those statues plus 2 of these guys, that would have been a bit of a problem. These guys by themselves, I'm not too sure will be that much of a problem. We might be struggling for like 1 or 2 turns at the end of the battle. But without those statue guys, guys are less of a threat to us for sure. Ah, we can't see their health. That might be annoying. Deal 2 purification to an enemy, and power multiplies this value. Okay. We don't have any Empower, fortunately. Do I have a Void Seek? Do I have, yeah, I do. I was gonna say, do I have Hammerhead Will? I discard, maybe. Okay, maybe if we can find a way to reroll this, make that work. Okay, looks like that's not gonna happen. Scratch that. And for this, I'll just go and play this on myself. I'd rather keep my Sentinel. Okay, there goes one guy. This is a moment we might have to be a little careful. Because if something goes wrong, then this Sentinel definitely could be destroyed. Looks like it's going to be safe this turn, though. There's no Meteor Shower. It'll be okay for this turn. Maelstrom Impact to deal 3 Purification to an enemy. Deals 2 additional Purification for each wave that the enemy has. Okay, we don't have any wave on anybody. But we could get some. We can discard this. Okay, get some wave on that guy. Deal some good damage. Yep. Got that guy out of there. I didn't realize his health was so low, but good on us there. Refresh our virtues. We should be out of here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, I believe that brings us to our boss, right? There's only 2 battles in Ground Zero, right? There's not 3? Maybe there is 3. Let's see. Okay, no, just the 2. And we're fighting the cube. Okay. That might be an issue. I know the cube has given us some issues before. What can we pick up right before this fight? Out of all these, I'm going to definitely want Serenity. I'll take Apex Instinct again. I guess that's what we're going to be rolling with. Let's go ahead and duplicate that Serenity die that we just picked up. So almost everything else in our dice pool we have multiple instances of. So we don't really need to duplicate much else. But we are going to want as much damage as possible. Okay. That'll be fine.